Hi, everyone. This is Andrea Cash. I help the League of Women Voters of North Carolina with their communications. I'm joined today by Marian Lewin. She is the League's Vice President, and this is the second in a series of videos we are doing about voting safely in North Carolina this fall. Today, we're going to focus on returning the absentee ballot. North Carolinians, hundreds of thousands of them, are now receiving absentee ballots in the mail, which means they are returning them. Voting is very much underway here in our state. And so, Marian, I requested my absentee ballot weeks ago. I've never voted absentee before. What exactly am I going to receive in the mail, and how do I go about returning that?
You will receive three things: the instructions, your official ballot, and your container return envelope. The container return envelope is very important. The envelope is reviewed and all the information must be complete before the election officials even open the envelope, take out the ballot, and count it. Read the instructions and make sure you're ready to complete all the sections of the container envelope before you get started. First, get your witness. You must vote your ballot in the presence of a witness. The instructions tell you who can be a witness. Anyone who is 18 years of age or older, except a candidate with some exceptions. Almost anyone can be your witness. Mark your ballot in the presence of your witness. Your witness should be able to observe that you're the person who's filling out the ballot, but they don't need to see what you voted for. They don't need to see your ballot. That means your witness can be a safe 6 feet away. Put your ballot into the envelope. Seal the envelope. Don't put anything else in the envelope. Sign your name where it says step 2 on the back of the envelope. Have your witness sign and then print their name and address in step 3. Voters who don't live in nursing homes can request help from anyone to assist them with this process: to read the ballot, to mark the ballot, to put it in the envelope, or to mail it. Just be sure that if you get any help, you have that person complete and sign the last section, the voter assistant certification, before the ballot is returned. Remember, only put one ballot in each envelope, and you only need a normal 55-cent stamp to send it back.
So that sounds pretty straightforward. Why do we hear that so many absentee ballots aren't counted?
Well, the biggest problem is that people don't allow enough time for this process to work, and they return the ballot too late. The ballot must arrive and be received at the Board of Elections by 5 p.m. on November 3rd, Election Day. This will allow, and they will allow an additional 3 days for the mail to arrive. But if it doesn't have a postmark that proves you mailed it on or by November 3rd, it won't be counted. Also, sometimes people forget parts of those 3 steps we just talked about. Unless all that information is on the container envelope, your mail-in ballot can't be counted. Remember that North Carolina does not match signatures, so it's important that you provide the witness information and your signature to make sure your ballot gets counted. This year, there's a special requirement that the Board of Elections notify you if there's a problem with any of those items, and they must allow you the opportunity to correct that problem. However, that correction might mean that you need to send in a new ballot in a new container envelope, and the process starts all over again. So once again, you should allow enough time for the Board of Elections to review your ballot and let you know and correct if there are any problems.
So is the Postal Service a good option for returning it, just given the problems we're hearing about?
Yes, I think we should all be concerned that the post office is not operating up to our expectations, but it's safe to assume that the mail will still be delivered. Local county boards of elections also work closely with all the mail service in their area to solve any problems that they hear about. Elections mail is treated very specially. Once again, it's important that you allow enough time for all of this to work. Don't wait to return your ballot. Once you've decided to request your ballot and that is sent to you and you receive it, go ahead, contact your witness so that you can vote your mail-in ballot and return it.
Yes, we definitely don't want to wait to the last minute, particularly this year. So is there another way to return the ballot if we are feeling like we want to bypass the mail?
Yeah, the voter can use a private courier service such as UPS or FedEx, but it's going to cost you a little bit more. In-person return options are pretty limited. You can return it to your Board of Elections, but the legislature passed a new law that limited who can return the ballot. It's only the voter or a near relative. And the near relative is limited to spouse, siblings, parents, grandparents, children, or legal guardian. And they're all listed on the instructions. The person returning the ballot will have to attest to fitting one of these categories and will need to sign in that they are returning the ballot. There are no contactless drop boxes for returning an absentee ballot in North Carolina.
And we should point out that it's not too late to request that absentee ballot to vote in this election, right?
That's right. North Carolina is the first state to start voting this year, but those mailings are going to continue for weeks. So go ahead and request one if you haven't. The State Board of Elections has just provided a new online portal for you to request your ballot. Go to ncsbe.gov and follow the links for requesting an absentee ballot online on the homepage. It's really fast and easy.
Yes, I've heard that's very convenient. Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us today. I know in a future video, we are going to talk about what happens when you return the absentee ballot, how it's processed at the Board of Elections. I want to encourage everyone to share this video, share this information, be the go-to source of reliable voting information among your family and friends. It's so important that we get the word out about how people can vote safely this year. Share this on social media. Go to vote411.org, vote411.org. That is the League of Women Voters nonpartisan voter guide, very useful. I also want to encourage you to go to the League of Women Voters of North Carolina's website for more information. Subscribe to our email list. If you can donate and help us get this kind of information to more people, that would be fantastic. Thanks for your time, Marion. Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.